Hola, it's me, Jolene, and I'm making this video because Why am I making this video? I'm making this video for a few reasons. The new year is here. I'm really hoping and I'm really trying to do everything I can to make sure that there's a new me around the corner. This is really a video for people that know me, not so much people that don't. Just because I don't think a lot of this will make much sense to people that don't know me. Maybe it will, you know, in a kind of parasocial way, or like a reflective to themselves kind of way. In saying that, I don't have all the answers. I don't even have all the words for what I'm trying to convey, so please don't use this as an educational resource. This is really just me trying to talk about what I've been going through, how I have gotten to where I am right now, what I'm currently experiencing. And that's, I think, what I'm currently experiencing is the main reason that I want to make this video. Because I live in a partial state of delusion. And I've been aware of that for a long time. I've struggled sharing that information because I don't want to do the injustice of trying to excuse anything or trying to blanket. I feel like how I've portrayed myself hasn't been accurate. And that how I've portrayed myself has been a character, which I think, well, how I've portrayed myself has, it's been a safeguard in a lot of ways, a defense mechanism, because I'm very scared. I experience a lot of paranoia about a lot of things. New people, people I know. Sometimes it's not even people. Sometimes it's things. Sometimes it's just the world around me. I'm very scared. And that got to a really bad point a few years ago where it was debilitating. And I tried to ignore it, I tried to push through it, I tried to do everything except work through it. And I've been trying to work through it. It's not just paranoia that I experience. Like I said, I live in a state of partial delusion sometimes. It's very fleeting that I'm actually grounded in reality. I feel like I am at the moment. Right now I can identify where I am and that I'm talking to my phone, what I look like, what I'm doing. That's not always the case. Sometimes it's like I'm in a video game and I'm just just rocketing around. The hardest part about this is that I am on camera right now, and that creates kind of this separation. Like I said, this is mainly a video for people who know me. But I'm acutely aware of the fact that people that don't know me can watch this, and that the people that don't know me will try and piece together what I'm talking about. And I think that's what's hard, is that I've really struggled with being sincere. The last few years, I really started to identify some of the problems that I'm having. And I've been wanting to like be able to share them and talk about them and, you know, hopefully inspire other people, or at least just create an environment where I'm honest, and again, sincerity. I say sincerity because a lot of the times, I shouldn't say a lot of the times, I just mean sometimes I can be honest in an insincere way, and that creates just as many problems as being dishonest. And when I say dishonest, I mean as far as how I've portrayed myself publicly. If you are someone that knows me personally, I can imagine that it's probably very confusing to know me and then like see me online and it's like I'm a totally different person, but then some of it is kind of me. And I know that that's confusing because it's confusing to me, and I'm the one that is, you know, a part of it doing it, all of that. I also really struggle with, there is this separate kind of part of me that will sometimes, and I lump it in as being this character, this Jolene Dawson, the character. It's not the same as the character, but it kind of, they go hand in hand a lot of the time. I feel like there's this part of me that uses Jolene the character to hurt myself as a form of self-harm, as a form of like self-character assassination. Like so many times I've met people or I've gotten to know someone, and they've already like seen me online or have this idea of me, and they'll say things like, oh, you're actually really smart, or like you're really quick. I get that a lot. You're really witty. They never say that I'm really put together. Let's just, you know, I'm not here to blow smoke up my own ass, but there's a clear difference, and I think people know that. Like I think truly people know, like, to some degree, what you see online is a character. But I think it's more of a character than people realize. And I also think that it's more a part of me than I realize. I think that it's this, I don't think it's not a character I've created or made up. It's an amplification of this little voice that I have that wants to be the best, wants to be, you know, bright and shiny, and wants to be the apex, wants all of that stuff. And my desire for that does come from a sincere place, and a place of like just wanting to be an inspiration to people, wanting to kind of, I know how hard it was for me growing up, and I've always wanted to make it easier for the people like me that are younger. I've always wanted to make it easier for the people that are like me. I've wanted to make, you know, and I say that, I just mean having somewhere that you can like look and go, oh, like if she can do it, I'm gonna be okay. If she's there, I'm gonna be okay. But I haven't been okay. And the times that I thought I was okay, looking back, I was checked out, and this character, this persona, this identity, this other being that exists inside of me was in control. which doesn't negate, like, I look back fondly on a lot of things, but I also look back on things and go like, I'm aware that not everyone realizes that there is a character, and I'm also aware that not everyone, because I personally don't know where the character ends and I begin. Which, on a surface level, is pretty common for anyone in entertainment, anyone online. We all, anyone really, I mean, you probably go to work and you're slightly different, but it's still you. For me though, it has become, it's become scary for me, not so much like, I'm gonna be honest, I regret a lot of the videos I've made in the past. I regret nearly all of the content I've made in the past at the moment. Like, it's not so much about that, it's scary to me that there is a part of me I'm not in control of. And sometimes, particularly when I'm very like emotional, and I'm talking about this because last night, in the interest of me turning a new leaf and me being sincere, I did visit a hospital because I was really struggling, and I could feel myself. I'm thinking one thing, and it's like I'm back here, and there's this person here that's in charge of like how I'm portraying myself. And that is it's a defense mechanism, but it's not in my best interest. It's like this little person that is just, by trying to protect me, is going, I'm not gonna let you know. I'm not gonna let you know anything that, I shouldn't say that because I feel like I can be honest in ways that are insincere, and it kind of deflects and dilutes what I'm saying and what I'm doing. And what you see online isn't who I am in my real life. I'm bringing that up because I want to talk about who I am in my real life, because I'm really struggling. And I'm trying to dissolve the character and bring myself forwards through it. I haven't been able to like really be back online in the way that I used to be, because I haven't. Right now I'm at a middle ground where, as long as I look like the character, that is enough of like that little safeguard where I can start to try to be like sincere and kind of open myself up a bit more. I truly, because I want to be able to talk about the things that I'm going through, you know. I keep saying there's a part of me that I'm not in control of. That part of me wants to hurt me, and that part of me actively tells people I'm going to hurt myself, actively puts myself in danger. And again, I'm really not trying to like remove myself from responsibility of my actions, of my words, of things like that. I'm just trying to convey that even though it's me, even though it's inside of me, even though it's my being, or, you know, wherever it is that we exist in ourselves, it's this other that's there. And this last year, I've been doing like a lot of self-discovery. I've been doing a self-funded, self-managed kind of like rehabilitation, which has been up and down because I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm getting help, and there's people looking out for me, and I'm really lucky to have the people in my life that I do. This last like month, I've really been struggling with the fact that this part of me, this other, let's call it, has had every intention of ending everything for me. Like, of ending my personal relationships, I mean, that's really all I have at the moment. I don't want to get into details about all that in this video, but right now, really all I have is my interpersonal relationships. But also trying to end my own life. And I've been fighting with that, and I've been flipping between sharing with people like, I don't want this to happen, I'm not okay, like please help me, and flipping back into I'm gonna do it, and like, fuck you, I'm doing my own thing, I know what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna like end my life. I'm worried that that part is going to weaken me enough that it wins. So that's not fun. But yeah, I'm bringing this up because I am trying to turn a new leaf, and I want to be more sincere publicly, because I want to be proud of who I am, and I never have been. I've always portrayed myself as very confident, very outgoing, very just... I've also portrayed myself as an idiot and a slut and like all of these things. That, you know, I portrayed myself in a lot of different ways. And I want to be able to show you guys enough of who I am so that you all can kind of identify what is out of my control and is I'm in autopilot. It's not me behind the eyes and you're watching a puppet go blah, 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 blah. I'm crazy and I'm a whore and blah, blah, blah. I'm off my rocker. I am off my rocker. Trust me, I'm off my rocker, and we'll get into that in some other videos. But I just wanted to begin this... Well, I also want to bring it up because I do feel like this other part of me might win.